Live. I think we're live. Dun 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 dun. Type live. Where are you? You'd think it would just pop up. I think I'm on live. I just gotta find it where the live is. I see my last uploads. Okay, content. And if I go to lives, it's not there. Dashboard. No. Just go to my channel, maybe? Okay, there it is. That should not have been that hard.
If I go to lives.
Okay. Turn that down. Hi. Sorry. It's weird because I watched that finale a week ago and then I just watched it live chatted with you guys and I was like tearing up again watching it. And it's half sadness that it's over. Mostly that, I think. It's funny because I said, I bet in a week my feelings will have changed. And they have. Like, I've gone back and forth, and I still think that overall it was phenomenal. Valerian Dondarrion, I like your name. First got into the books in 1998 when A Clash of Kings Book 2 came out, and it was on the end cap recommended shelves at Powell's Books. Been a huge fan of the series and his other Worlds of Ice and Fire ever since. No way. Wait, he wrote A Clash of Kings as well? Generally and I can ask you because you're obviously a fan of the writer, Valerian, but generally are the fans very mad at George Martin for not finishing after all this time? Oh, A Clash of Kings is the second book in the Game of Thrones series. Okay, I get it. Yes. Okay, some people are frustrated. Well, Choof shared a comment on the series finale, and he said he has a theory, and I have thought of this as well and tend to agree that I think a lot of the way it ended, maybe not all of it, but some of the big stuff was his original vision. I do think he wanted Dany to go crazy and commit genocide. And then once he saw the reaction and how much people disliked it, I wonder if has to rework literally everything. It is concerning that, like, what if he passes before he finishes them? Frazier Gavin said, tough one here. What do you think was your favorite scene in the whole series? I've got two in mind, but don't want to give you any hints. Oh my gosh, that is a hard question. Oh my gosh. Favorite scenes or moments in the whole... I have to tell you a side story. Ben came up to bed the other night. He's working on a Game of Thrones recap, like, of the whole thing. You know, we kind of did one for seasons 1 to 3 for the poppies, and he wants to do just like a recap of my reaction and the good moments and blah, 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 blah. He came up and he's like, I got it down to an hour and a half. I'm like, I mean, that's not bad for 8 seasons. That's pretty good. And he's like, no, that's just the first season. And it's because there is so many good moments in every season. Yes, even season 8. Many, many good moments. I think one of my... I'm going to start crying. You guys, this is bananas. I know it's a TV show, but I still think one of the greatest kisses and love scenes ever was Rob. I can never remember his beautiful, beautiful wife's name. But when they're like in the tent and he just says in his beautiful accent, like, look at me. He's like, I love you. And I like believed it so deeply. And then they like got down in the furs, you know? But I will never forget that moment. And then, oh my gosh, I literally can't even, there's been so many, but when Arya and Sansa finally saw each other again, when Jon saw Sansa, when, you know, as much as I wanted Joffrey dead and Ramsay dead, I think it was hard for me to truly like rejoice because it's still like someone dying in a brutal way. It's just hard to watch, but I don't know. What are your guys' favorite moments? I feel like I butchered those, but oh crap. Abstract rainbow star shapes. I just went to. Okay, hold on. Fantastic series, second only to Ozark. Oh, my brother loves that one. Once you're settled, you should take a minute to watch the Game of Thrones final table read and check out the Game of Thrones musical produced with Coldplay. Okay, so many people have mentioned that. I think we need to watch that together right now. Thank you so much, Ski Golfer. Ozark seems pretty dark, but I've seen darkness now on this channel, that's for sure. Oh, when Dany gets the Unsullied, that is a really good moment. And I don't know if this, I'm so bad at explaining this. I tried to in my outro, and then I'm rewatching, and I'm like, Cassie, you did not explain that well. But like, I went from just loving and believing in Dany, and I wasn't ready to hate her. And I don't think I hated her, but like my heart, it just like hurts my heart too much to switch on her that fast. And so I know I get why people say it like happened so fast. Like not only her switch, but I couldn't switch fast enough because I spent, 7 seasons cheering her on for the Iron Throne. And then all of a sudden I'm supposed to want her to die because of the horrible things she did, which I was so, so mad at her for that. Not that I don't think... See, I'm so bad at explaining this. But it's hard now to not have the things I loved about her not be like sullied, pun intended, in my mind looking back. Like the moment where she got the Unsullied. Now I'm like, well, should she have? Because then she went and did that. Do you know what I mean? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm so behind. Hold on. Okay, Kyle Reese, popcorn fan. He said, despite Game of Thrones actors mocking season 8 in YouTube series on how bad it is, getting millions of views, even vids months ago getting 100Ks, it's testament to your community to get a variety of mixed opinions. Well done. Agreed. That's very well said. Thank you, Kyle. I agree. And I think we can all think of it differently and have different feelings about it and still agree, despite maybe your thoughts on the ending, that it was still a fantastic show with fantastic characters and a world that was so fun to be a part of. Cupcake Valkyrie says, I think the general consensus among critics is that the main story points were fine. It was how poorly the characters themselves were written compared to earlier seasons. It's funny because I saw lots of comments after I finished about the poor writing in the end. And this is probably like a knock on me, but I mean, there were a few little sentences and stuff that I maybe was like, but for the most part, I didn't really notice until people like started pointing out, like they would give examples of specific lines, and I was like, oh yeah, that is kind of like cliche. Or the whole point of Game of Thrones is it's a game, right? It's a game of deception and politics and power struggles, and I think that did kind of go away, especially with Tyrion and Cersei even in the last couple episodes. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Sometimes I'm like, where was the Jon who convinced the Night Riders? And okay, hold on. Okay. Thank you, Ike. Here's what you missed. We Patreon tackling each other with red ink pens over accidental spoilers and trying to figure out how to word keep going, Cassie, after Ned, after Rob, after Jon without spoiling anything. But it was tremendous fun. Okay, I have been dying going back and reading comments on old Game of Thrones because I avoided them completely. And that was sad because my only safe haven was my girlfriend at the gym, and she was watching it for the first time with her husband too. And we were almost at the exact same time when we discovered this. It was like it was season 2, I think. And so she was like the only person I could talk to because everyone else has seen it or had never seen it. My husband has never seen Game of Thrones, so I couldn't talk to him about it, and I didn't want to spoil anything for him. So I am sad I missed out talking with you guys, but I mean, it was worth it to not get spoiled. But I was laughing at all the arguments in the comments and the back and forth. And yes, you are right. I did need to keep going. And I think I was always too invested to stop, even after the Red Wedding, even after the Jon one. I always had hope, though, for Jon. I really did. Even after season... But we really saw him dead. So dead. But yeah, I've enjoyed going back and reading the comments. Valerian Dondarian says, I am not disappointed, but I do hope he at least gets the winds of winter out. I disagree with Choof. I do think he will change some things, but I think his ending is very different for all the characters. Really? So you don't think that he told them how he thought it was going to end, and then they did it in their own kind of way? Or do you think they just like raw dogged the ending? They're like, well, this is what I think should happen to Dany. Like, George R.R. Martin, or whatever his name is, obviously likes killing people I love. So and likes surprising you and making you not happy. He does not want to give us a happy ending. So I do think he always planned on Dany going mad and killing everybody. I don't know. Yeah, and you know what? Like, I think after reading a lot of comments, I do think I chose to miss a lot of hints that maybe Dany wasn't as good. I think she was good, but she definitely did have moments of cruelty or power hungriness, and I think I chose to not see those as clearly. So I do think there was hints or build up to her. And obviously, like, you literally hear about it in real life of people like literally snapping, and after like incredibly stressful or tragic circumstances, they snap and literally do go mad for a moment. And that's maybe what happened when she was on top of that dragon. After Missandei died and her dragon died, and she felt like Jon would basically betrayed her by telling his sisters. I think maybe she really did just snap. And not that I could have forgiven her, but I could have understood it more after she burnt the whole city if she was like, what have I done? But instead she's like, we're gonna kill more. So then it was like, maybe it wasn't just a moment of insanity. Okay, sorry. I want to talk with you guys, and then I talk blah 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 blah. Okay. Tyler Maxwell, 1990. The showrunners originally wanted to do 7 seasons of 10 episodes, followed by a 3-hour movie, but HBO made them do 8 seasons instead. Maybe it would have been received better if they did the first plan. Oh, that's interesting. So the whole season 8 would have basically, but I feel like that's kind of what it was. They just did a 6-episode movie. I don't know. Forever Blue says, Cassie, the TV show deviated a lot after season 4. The TV show went from a group/collaborative story and cut a bunch of characters to make it a Jon Dany story only. See the spin-offs if you have time. I'm trying to remember like what was happening in season 5, 6, 7. Like, I mean, Arya had a big chunk of her learning the faces and stuff. And I literally just saw a comment watching that in the live chat. This is not related to this comment. Sorry, it just popped in my head that said, if Jon was the rightful heir, why would it matter that he killed Dany? Because technically she wasn't really queen. I guess just to the Unsullied and her armies? I don't know. Bring back 3 movies a week. Oh, but TV shows are so fun because you get to know the characters so deeply. You get to stick with them week to week. I'm not going to do TV shows forever, but there's some really good ones right now that I'm inclined to watch and want to watch. And obviously doing TV shows brings in a lot of new friends and faces. Dang it, why does this keep happening? I'm just gonna have to do it this way. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Oh, no, because it doesn't scroll. It doesn't keep them for that long. Okay, Cupcake Valkyrie said, here's a fun fact. The Red Wedding is responsible for launching reaction channels into the mainstream. It's possible your channel wouldn't be the way it is today if that episode had never aired. That is crazy. I had heard that. And it makes total sense. And obviously I'm grateful because I love doing this, but yeah, that makes total sense. This is crazy, and one day I'll show you, but probably not because it's way embarrassing. But there is an episode of Grey's Anatomy where something huge happens, and I was like the ultimate Grey's Anatomy fan. And I was watching this season and literally sobbing, jumping up and down, screaming. And this was in 2010. So 11 years before I started this channel. And my roommate recorded me and like crying and like basically what I'm doing now. And now they showed it at my wedding against my will. The quality is so bad on the video, so I don't know. But basically, I was like, my friends like to joke. They're like, You were the original reactor in 2010. I mean, I know there was people before that and the whole thing, but like they joke that like I was meant to do this because of that silly video. Um, okay, Kyle Reese, popcorn fan. If Dany's violence, especially against evil, is set up for her turn and not just what people have to do in this harsh world, then everyone should also go insane. Beheading, even Jon beheading disobeyers / hung a child. True. He makes a good point. Yeah. I mean, mental insanity, though, you can't really control if it happens to you or not, technically. I don't know. You're right, though. Even Jon. Oh, why? I'm so sorry if I'm missing chats, guys. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Okay. So just in case you haven't heard, I am going to watch Andor next, starting next week. This week, I guess. Next week to me. I still King Kong is still part of last week. That'll be uploaded by Tuesday. My weeks kind of go Wednesday to Wednesday, if you haven't noticed. It's so hard in the summer. How do working parents do summer? But next week I'll start Andor, and then after that I'm gonna do Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Okay, Coyote says any characters grow on you. The show does a good job making characters we hate better as they grow. Joffrey, no, never grew on me, not even once. I will say Jaime grew on me. Who else did I hate? Hate. Oh, the Hound, obviously. He grows on you. You root for him in the end. Um, um, I hated a lot of people, but why can't I remember any? Oh, Marjorie. You know, I really didn't like her that much in the beginning. She grew on me. Not Joffrey, not Ramsay, not the uh, the guy who hated Jon at the Nightwalkers. I not the at the wall. Night King Night King says George kills off his book characters, with the TV show even more. Stannis, Mance, Gren, Pip, and Shireen and others are all alive in the books. Whoa. But we will never know if for how long. He might have killed off Stannis, Mance, Gren, Pip, and Shireen eventually. Wow, Stannis is still alive in the books. I wonder how that would. I mean, I don't think he could stay alive for much longer after when the books end. Brendan Lucas says the books likely end the same way, but how they get there is likely very different. For example, Euron plays a much larger role. Ew, Euron definitely never grew on me. Much like the Night King. Interesting. Ugh. Yeah, I was glad he died. I wanted him to die. But I don't know. I don't understand why he was fighting Jaime at the end. Many of us are happy that the series is over, looking forward to enjoying other things. Yeah, I get that too. It has been like what, a year of me watching it. Ryan Geiger says back in season 2, Dany had a vision of the throne room while trying to get her dragons back. It looks exactly the same as the last episode. I don't remember that. Vision of the throne room while trying to get her dragons back. Where did her dragons go? That she was trying to get them back. I'm gonna have to look that up. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Yes, so I'm planning on that after Andor. Thank you so much, Troubadour channel. Your run through Star Trek made me get back into it again. I do everything that said that. Thank you. Jon was not the rightful heir. This is by Keith D. Canada because he gave up claim to the throne when he made death his oath to the Night's Watch. Oh. Just because he died and came back, leaving his command doesn't mean he gets reinserted. I don't know. The Night's Watch rules. I don't know. Luke says, please keep doing TV shows forever, starting with Grimm after Andor, of course. Okay, I've got a couple recommendations for that. I've been sent it, the TV shows on DVD. I need to check that out. Battlestar Galactica. I've been talking about that one forever. Definitely Andor, watching that. R.A. Bartlett says, my theory, the original plot was Dany blows up King's Landing before going north, joins the battle to redeem herself. So she does King's Landing and then goes to help the North fight the White Walkers. And number 2, Bran being king made more sense as a niche meta reference than Game of Thrones went mainstream. I could see that. I, for one, it seemed like on the live and in the comments, a lot of people were really mad about Bran being the king. I'm okay with it, I think. It's weird I didn't even consider it. But like I said, I miss like Bran. And now he's like very like, I know he's the three-eyed raven. If I was in a city, I'm like, yeah, I want the guy who can tell the future to be my king. And see every, thing we've faced in the past. Like feast, famine, cycles of... But at the same time, he can't really change the future. Because then technically, wouldn't he have changed Dany's actions at King's Landing? See, this is fun. This is why we talk about it. Ducky9976 said, Little Shop of Horrors theatrical version, please. Oh, that's been on my list for a long time. I'll probably watch it this Halloween for sure. Just seems like I gotta just watch that one. Whoa, I'm just seeing this comment. James Jordan says, Drogon was flying Daenerys toward old Valyria to bring her back to life. Targaryens can come back to life like Jon Snow did. What if there's a sequel? A season 9 come out. Enjoy the Game of Thrones journey very much. Thank you for extra fun. Oh, for extra fun, you may want to check out Jon Snow, Kit Harington, and Sansa Sophie Turner as a couple in the movie The Dreadful. Shut up. What? They're like a foot apart. Not that totally matters. I just cannot see them as a couple. Although people were saying like Jon and Dany don't have any chemistry. I'm like, excuse me, guys. Jon could have chemistry with a rock. He has chemistry with a boy dragon. He has chemistry with... I just... Love is blind, guys. That's crazy. I need to check that out. Brendan Lucas says, I hope someone tells Grey Worm about the plague surrounding the Isle of Noth. Seriously though, across history, fanatical soldiers like the Unsullied don't just leave. In fact, they often take over. Are you talking about the Stony people? Is that the Isle of Noth they're going to? I mean, I think Grey Worm has a good heart too. I don't think he wanted to be tyrannical and fanatical. I think, like, look at those little unsullied babies, and they were just like paying the brothels to just like be kind to them and just like hold them. So maybe they want to just go be free and happy. I don't know. Um, Clay F says Jon had a couple of questionable actions, but nothing like Dany. True. Please do TV shows forever. Excellent format for you with reactions equal entertaining. I have really loved every TV show I've watched. I still tell all my friends about Band of Brothers, The Pacific, Chernobyl, Queen's Gambit. Star Trek literally like went to their convention a year ago. Like, I really have loved the TVs I have watched. The episode of Grey's Anatomy with Kyle Chandler and Christina Ricci. This is Kevin, the honorary Canadian. No, not that one. I don't know that one. I'm sure I watched every episode multiple times before I stopped watching forever after they did something. It was with, he's been on other things I've actually seen on the channel, but now I can't remember. Steve Holton. When Game of Thrones author was little, his mother would get up and turn off the TV saying, "We know how this will end." He was determined to write uncertain endings. Whoa, that's some lore. He definitely did not fail with that. I mean, the end of season 1, the end of season 3, and the end of season 5. Is that when Jon dies? He definitely made sure of that. Oh, we like Stannis more in the books, it sounds like. Euron is an evil sorcerer in the books? That's crazy. I was reading a little bit of the actors' reactions to the ending, and something that stuck with me is that, and you guys have all heard this, I'm sure. Probably even left a comment, but that after Dany read the script, her, what's her name in real life? Don't tell me. This is good for preventing Alzheimer's, guys. Instead of always looking it up at Google, you have to remember it yourself. Okay. It starts with Amelia Clark. That after she read it, she like literally she just like walked for like 5 hours around London or something. She just was like processing. And I get it. I get that. That just like makes sense to me. And her and the show and how that went. Season 2 finale pretty much gave away that Dany was dying. See, I gotta go back and like watch some YouTube videos about all this and like how there was stuff that paid off in the end. Or Ike00, take a minute, rewrite the ending for Game of Thrones for us in that classic Cassie and Carly now I can go to sleep type of way. Well, I guess in my perfect world, we defeat the Night King. I'm not mad that Arya did it. I'm okay with it. I know some people are. Jaime stays with Brienne. And you know what I think would be fun? If Jaime and Brienne went with Arya to explore. I feel like they could like be good at that. And they need to get out of he needs to get out of politics and everything. I it sounds too evil, but I kind of did want Arya to kill Cersei and like just really check that off her list. I love the moment where the Hound told her like, you don't want to be like me and my whole life has been revenge. And I like get that, but I kind of think I would have liked it. Dany does not destroy King's Landing. When the bells ring, She stops. The city cheers for her. They welcome her. Her and Jon decide to get married. Yes, I know they're related. Back in the olden days, medieval, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. They have cute babies. They rule together. There's 1,000 years of peace. They name their baby Eddard. Sansa can still, she can be Lord of the, or Lordess, or what is it? Queen, Lord, Lady. She could be Lady of Winterfell. I'm okay with that. And, who else do I need to take care of? Oh, Tyrion. He stays on his hand for Dany because she didn't, you know, and he is brilliant and fixes so many of King's Landing's problems and helps the poor. And Jon too. Jon is very and I think Gentry, he should have been on the small committee council meeting because he's like the representative of the people. He's from Fleet Bottom or whatever. And yeah, that's what I want. That's so much to ask. Brendan Lucas said, in terms of characters that grew on me, I didn't think very much of the Night King, but he went on a journey and was only a sword swing away from his dream of wiping out all human memory. Truly inspiring. True, he did. I still question the how they got that dragon out of the bottom of the sea and made him an ice dragon. Logistics. But I feel like he needed to be even more evil. I think he needed to have like a parcel tongue voice in Bran's head or something, like, I'm coming for you, like really evil. And like, but because he never said anything, oh, maybe that makes him scarier. I don't know. Mojo 1000, hi friend. Something that popped into my YouTube early in your Game of Thrones journey was a vid of hard rock guitarists playing the theme with the composer. It did have an epic theme. I just noticed when I was watching this last episode, when that theme starts playing at the very end, as in the last couple minutes of it, that is an amazing theme. I do want to see that video. Someone said, it's that really popular reaction channel. Someone said that, is it have the word whiskey in it? I can't remember. But they said that they actually have a really good ending. That they kind of like said how they think it should have ended, and a lot of people loved it. I'll have to go look at that. But I saw a comment on Patreon that said that Dany's switch to madness could have been better received with just a change in editing, like when they switch to her face when she's standing on top of the wall and the bells are ringing. If they would have shown her face with the flashbacks of all the pain and whatever that she's been through, like maybe that would have helped the audience justify her snap more. Do you know what I mean? So like a flash of Missandei being thrown off the cliff, a flash of her being raped, a flash of her, in the desert with everyone leaving her, flash of Jorah getting killed, a flash of, Varys betraying her, Jon betraying her, Sansa not liking her. I don't know. I get that. I thought that was a good idea. Christian Becker says, what stays with you most? A character, moment, feeling, or emotional damage? Well, that's a tricky one. I think a character and a feeling. That's a good question. I think character. What do you think? Yoshi F Yoshi Forp M says, if you're looking for something short to react to, do Star Trek Picard season 3 only. Skip season 1 and 2, but season 3 is a TNG reunion. I've heard that so many times, and I do want to do that. Then I feel guilty for skipping 1 and 2. I don't know. I do. I need to see that ending that they have there, because I've heard from so many Star Trek fans that they loved it. Tywin is one of my favorite characters to watch in Game of Thrones, mostly because of how well Charles Dance plays him. Oh, you know what? You're right. And very surprisingly, Tywin not totally grew on me, but had moments of, I'm like, do I like him? Do I kind of? And you're right, that actor who played him was pretty incredible. I kind of forgot about Tywin for a second. I saw a comment that was like, as if Tyrion wasn't in the book, like the history book, he killed Tywin. I'm like, yeah. When Sam said at the end, oh, I don't think you were mentioned. Poor Tyrion. Finish The Next Journey, even if it's 1 episode a month. Like, go back and watch every episode. Is that what you're saying, Andrew348? Hey, there will come a time. There will come a time when I'm going to have to seriously dig for views, and that could definitely be an option. Not that I wouldn't enjoy it, but you know what I mean. Kyle Reese, Popcorn Fans, if anyone wondered what place the show's portrayal of adult scenes was from, one of the showrunners made a Game of Thrones porn, I think is what you're saying, called Game of Thrones Winter. Oh, dear heavens. Wait, he made that before Game of Thrones? I'm confused. Troubadour Channel says, okay, here's the literal teacher in me question. Do you think Game of Thrones is ultimately cynical about human nature, or does it still believe in goodness? Oh, I do think it's cynical, because the best goodness people on the show either didn't survive or didn't rule, in my opinion. Yeah, Jon, who's my literal idol of goodness and loyalty and beautiful soul, and he was exiled to the wall. I'm still choosing to believe, like I did in my outro, that it's what he wanted, in it was that he's happy. But I don't know. Another really good question. Mr. Troubadour Channel literature teacher. Ski Golfer said Jerome Flynn, Bran in Game of Thrones, is actually part of a popular British musical duo in the mid-90s called Robson and Jerome. Robson Green and Jerome Flynn. Check them out. They're pretty good. Why can't I just see that? Why hasn't Bran been in more things? He was so wonderful in Game of Thrones. He was so likable. The reason why people are a little uneasy about Bran being king, because Bran is able to use his raven powers to locate and anticipate all dissent, and frankly put the question of free will in doubt. I think that's a fair point. I don't think that's why people are mad. I think the reason people don't like Bran being king is because Tyrion said, who has a better story? And they're like, literally anyone has a better story. I think Bran had a really hard, he was so young. He is crippled. He basically lost all vision for his life and what he thought that was going to be like. And he had, he was dragged through. I don't think his story is nothing. I think he fought for it, for what he thought he was doing and was right. And but I get that. He used raven powers to locate and anticipate all dissent. Yeah. I never thought of it like that. I love your Star Trek reactions, but how come you never posted Star Trek 6 Undiscovered Country reaction on YouTube? I did. I am not kidding. The Star Trek people do not want reactions of their stuff. It got taken down for copyright, and I think they all have at some point. And that one is still. We have to be very careful about the ones we appeal. We can't do too many at a time, or else we get in copyright trouble. So it is on Patreon. If you ever wanted to do the full length, and maybe even the YouTube version is on Patreon. I have to check, but I did post it. It just got taken down by Paramount. But yes. Okay. Jebber055, between all the heavy shows, you should consider watching The Good Place. It's funny, light watch, fairly short, and easily bingeable. You know what? I actually watched the first season of that, and maybe I just needed to keep going, but everyone loved it, but for some reason I didn't love it. Like Carly, my sister, loved it. So many of my friends. I don't know why I didn't. Because I like pretty much everything. But for some reason I was just like, I don't really care to keep going. I don't know. Which is weird because I like Kristen Bell. And the idea was funny. I don't know. But yeah, I did see a little bit of that. No. I lost some. Dang it. Hold on. Earl of Brought said, who's the best character and why is it Ned Stark? Which character would you save if you could? Would you consider reacting to Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Ooh. Ned was amazing. I so wish we got more of him. Oh my gosh, that disappeared fast. I'm glad I saw it. I would save who would I save? Rob's wife, because she had a baby. Ned? All of them? Maybe Ned's wife. So their son could have, or daughter. I can't remember if they knew it was a boy or girl, but save the baby. There are some satisfying AI videos out now that fix Game of Thrones scenes like Ned's death, Red Wedding. They've also done it for other movies and shows. I don't know if we are thinking of the same one, but I've seen the one where like the guy like inserts himself and just like punches Joffrey in the face or like kisses Ned's head when he's in the about to, you know. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry they're disappearing so fast. Drink and react. Every time I see Cassie see Jon Snow kiss someone, Cassie has the look like it should have been me. You're not wrong. I want to do a whole reel on Instagram of my book club talking about, because on my cousin's trip, someone asked, like, who's your number one fictional boyfriend, like from a TV show or a movie? And maybe it's just because I'm watching it right now, but I'm like, hands down, Jon Snow. Like, he is my fictional boyfriend. Help me understand. It says it was rushed because the creators got awarded a Star Wars project. It should have been 10 seasons. David Benioff had a thing for Amelia, and that's why he made her an incel after Jon rejected her in season 7. Everything was predictable in season 8. Wait a second. Hold on. David Benioff, who was one of the show creators, had a thing for Amelia Clark, and that's why he made her an incel after Jon rejected her in season 7. Because like he felt like she rejected him. Is that what you're saying? Like it felt everything was predictable in season 8. Um, I mean, everyone should have a thing for Emilia Clarke, but that's interesting. I did hear a lot about that they had the Star Wars project. That didn't even happen. But like, if they were getting the praise of making the best TV that anyone's seen, like, don't you think they wouldn't even care about a Star Wars project unless they were like obsessed with Star Wars? Do you think they were? I don't know. You think they would be so validated by what they were doing? I don't. If you want, this is from Sigmund Freud. If you want a Game of Thrones feel with less feeling of betrayal and character killing and a very satisfying close-up, you should watch Vikings, original series, not Valhalla. Travis Fimmel will seal your heart. I've heard really good things about that show. I'm also reading a Vikings fantasy novel and I love it. So I could be very easily convinced of that. Dang it! Someone's just disappeared that said, would you consider watching Obsession in Halloween season? Yes, I think I will definitely consider it. It's doing so well in the box office and people are obsessed with it, pun intended. I don't know that I could handle it, but I haven't looked into how, if it's, on my nope list or anything like that. But I definitely would consider it. Sorry. They're going away. As a true Gen Xer, OG Star Wars is still the GOAT. I think you're right. I don't disagree with you. You think even more than Andor? People love Andor. It's different though, I guess. Luke G84 regarding Star Trek. You've still got Star Trek Discovery and Star Trek Strange New Worlds to watch. The latter you'll love to bits as a direct prequel to the original series. Okay, there was a bunch of people at the convention last year that really convinced me that Strange New Worlds is worth a watch. Calories Popcorn Fan. Bran's evil, letting it all happen for the throne. I have seen theories of this, and I mean, I'm the person who could be convinced with anything, and so like when people like lay out that evidence, I'm like, oh yeah, he really could be, but no, little Bran cutie muffin. Game of Thrones MVPs: Bronn, Lady Elena, Davos, and Beric Dondarrion. I would agree with you. And Brienne. Do we add Brienne to that list? I think so. There's so many MVPs though. I mean, the ones you picked kind of sound like maybe you would want to even add Tywin to that list just because him and Lady O are like equal in their like games. Night King said maybe the Night King is such a weak villain because he doesn't exist in the books. What? I didn't know that. The White Walkers appear in the books twice and don't have a leader. That's crazy. It's me, Dave. If you were one of the Game of Thrones cast or crew, what prop / memento would you have taken from the set at the end? Well, I want to say Needle, Arya's sword. But if I wasn't Arya, then like I would obviously let her have it. um oh oh something of John's? A lock of his hair? I don't know. Uh uh oh, I couldn't take a dragon egg because they hatched. Um Another great question. Maybe a piece of dragon glass? That would be cool. Oh, message retracted. No, I'm sorry. I hope that wasn't my fault. But, Okay. Uh, Old Geezer 70. Hi, Larry. Cassie, with Game of Thrones, you did the best reactions out there. Oh, thank you. Now that the show is over, you should watch some of the videos of the cast interview. There's a theory out there that Tyrion is the son of Man King. Tyrion or Therion? Therion is the son of Man King. Theory out there that Therion is the son. What? I'm confused. Tell me more. You don't have to super chat it. Tyrion is the son of the Man King. Oh, of the Mad King. I bet you meant to say. Tyrion is the son of the Mad King. Whoa. So Jaime killed his Tyrion's dad, that would mean. Without spoiling anything, if you didn't finish season 1 of The Good Place, you haven't really watched it. Okay, that's fair. I always get mad at people when they're like, I didn't like that show. I'm like, well, how far did you watch? Like the first 4 episodes? I'm like, that doesn't count. So that's fair. I should keep going. Because what if you only watch season 1 of Parks and Rec? Season 1 of Parks and Rec was meh, and then it was the best. So that's fair. Called me out. I like it. Brendan Lucas says Rob was a tragedy as soon as he declared himself king because it ensured he could never have or even communicate with a southern ally. They claim his lands. Even the Vale was in an awkward spot. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Because he would have been king of the Vale then? If he's king of the North? It wasn't just king of Winterfell. That makes sense. Yeah, all those northern lands. Oh, Rob. Keith D. Canada says, I own one of the official copies of Needle from the Valerian Steel Company. That is awesome. Oh, Sigmund Freud. How much did you like Game of Thrones compared to Lord of the Rings? That's the hardest question. Oh. I don't think I could say that it's apples and oranges. Don't make me choose. I can't answer. I literally can't. And I know that's so annoying, but I can't. I'm sorry. I loved them both. I got longer with Game of Thrones. It took me a year to watch this. So I may feel closer to them, but I think Lord of the Rings was pretty perfect from beginning to end. There was less politics, which I actually like the political thriller part of Game of Thrones. Yep, okay, that's all I can say. Ski Golfer said, I was working in the West End in London for a couple months in 2013 and ran into a couple of Game of Thrones props crew in the airport lounge. Game of Thrones was the main topic of conversation everywhere. Oh, that is so cool. That is really cool. I do, part of me always has a little sadness when I'm watching these movies and shows so much after the hype of things, because I'm like, oh, I want to be part of this. And I missed out on being part of, the craze or the monocultural moments of these shows and movies. But obviously it's awesome because I watch it on here. But I mean, there's been some things I was at Endgame premiere night at midnight, and I still loved that. And then in my realm, it's the summer I turned pretty and stuff like that. There's been a few things that I've chosen not to react to on the channel, and just because I watched Dune 2 in theaters because I just really wanted to experience that in the theaters with Ben. Same with Project Hail Mary. I watched that. And that one was special because it was like the first like big kid or grown up book I guess my son read, and well, he listened to it, but we were both read it at the same time, and he like loved it, and so I was so excited to go to the movie with him, and it did not disappoint. And we like kept looking at each other, we're like, oh, that's different from the books, or that was really fun. Ike says, oh yeah, plus Tywin, Brienne, Podrick, and Tormund. Yes! Okay, that's a really good list now. And all the direwolves. Not dire. Are they called direwolves in this? I've been reading so many fantasy books that I can't remember if that's from one of my books or this. Yeah, Podrick and Tormund. Jaren Khan says, last two seasons you kind of came for people you thought didn't like the last season. You had interesting guesses to why. Do you still have these beliefs? Okay, wait, I have to think about this. Last two seasons you kind of came for people you thought didn't like the last season. Yes, I mean, I thought people weren't gonna like it for different reasons than why I think people actually didn't like it. So yes, I was wrong. I thought people were gonna like it because they ended it too happy. And that's not the case. But like, to be fair, people said they hated the last season, but I thought the first 4 episodes were really good. So I don't know. Yeah, I was wrong, I guess, about why I thought everyone was going to dislike it. And I see both sides. I can see why people I'm the last season, obviously, I just told you my perfect ending, and none of that happened. But like, I didn't expect it to, I guess, have my perfect ending. I guess I just wanted to keep believing in people, but they've shown us again and again that with power comes corruption and death. Okay. Is that what you meant by that question? I'm sorry if I got it wrong. Brendan Lucas says the Night King is not in the books, and Euron is the closest to that role. Euron is more Hannibal Lecter in the books. Oh, I just keep picturing his face. His like crazy eyes, and then I'm picturing him doing this now. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay. Then whatever he's in the show, he was also rejected as a potential 3-eyed raven. Oh, whoa. That's interesting. Luke G says, please, please, please give The Good Place another shot. I'm 100% sure you'll love it on the second viewing. Yeah, I will. Book rec for your son. Ender's Game. Okay. Oh, no, I'm not. I was thinking of Percy Jackson. Yes, I've heard. How old do you think they should be to like Ender's Game? But that's a really good suggestion. Look up David Benioff loses to Jason Momoa when he was trying to impress Amelia in a game of hand slap on the official HBO channel. Sad. Also, the Hounds Kentucky Fried Chicken commercial is epic. Anyways, they trashed her character. Jealousy, in my opinion. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. I see what you mean. Okay. You're also missing out on the Walking Dead craze. Oh, yeah. I remember that. I watched the first episode of that. This was pre-channel, and I was like, no. Way too scary. Way too gory. Way too sad. Nope. Didn't even... Whoa, I think I caught up. Okay, should we... Okay, Troubadour Channel. I taught to 8th grade. Good for 12 plus. Great Hail Mary follow-up. Okay. That sounds like it would be perfect for him. Ender's Game. Is it fantasy? Maybe I could read it with him. I'm so into fantasy novels right now. I cannot be stopped. I'm reading the Road of Bones series right now. Oh, it's so good. I just started book 3, and they're like, I'm crawling through it because summer, and I never have free time. And usually when I read books, I am like finish in a day, but that just cannot be how it is with young kids in the summer. But okay, still planning to watch the Game of Thrones videos this stream. Yeah, let's do it. Sorry. The Big Rombowski said, thanks for the trip down Game of Thrones memory lane. I suggest a trip back to the late 90s and aughts by watching The Sopranos. I don't know. I tried to read a mob romance book because that's like very popular in the steamy book genre. You know, there's like sports romance, fantasy romance, mob romances. And I tried to read a mob romance. It did not do it for me. So I don't know. I'm a little scared of The Sopranos. Will you be watching House of the Dragon and Knight of the Seven Kingdoms now? Darla says, no, I'm still unsure about House of Dragon. Part of me is just desperate for more Game of Thrones world, and so I'm not against it, but maybe off channel. That I am going to watch Knight of the Seven Kingdoms on channel after I finish watching Andor, which I'm watching starting next week. Drink and React said you should watch Star Wars Clone Wars movie and series along with Star Wars Rebels. It will give you a better understanding with characters from other shows you already watch. Kenobi, Book of Boba Fett, especially, etc. I got so many requests to do Clone Wars, but I don't know why. But, okay, hold on. Try. Yeah, this is the screen I want. What's the score? No, don't tell me. No, do tell me. No, don't. Oh, is it 2-0? Guys, I started cheering for Vegas. It's not over yet. Okay. Sorry if I just spoiled that for some of you. Oh my gosh. The Walking Dead, please, says Dragon. Oh, I don't know. Is it too late for that one? Do people even like it anymore? Brendan Lucas says Cowboy Bebop. So many requests for that. If you never saw the movie Sling Blade with Billy Bob Thornton, I'd highly recommend. Don't read about it ahead of time. I never even heard of that. If you do decide to watch Star Trek Strange New Worlds, this is from Luke. Eventually, I highly recommend watching the first 2 seasons of Discovery first. They use Discovery Season 2 to launch Strange New World. I'm in my earbuds. And so is dripping water? Hello? What is this connected to? Hold. Let me see if I can hear this through my headphones.
Facing elimination and
definitely not. Guys, this is so creepy. I wish I could. I'm literally just hearing dripping like a dungeon. Oh my gosh! Someone just went. What the frick was that? Hello? Hold on. I'm gonna try different headphones. What just happened? Ben's playing a trick on me or something? That was so creepy. No, I legitimately heard a dungeon with dripping water. That was not me hearing myself. Oh.
Back little shot. Seeing the whole way.
Still can't hear this.
Good play. Good decision.
Maybe. Oh, wait. It just went boom. Okay, I can hear it now. Holy moly. Okay. What should I watch first? The Coldplay thing? That was so freaky. There must be another audio outsource. I know, but like, What could my freaking kids be watching out there that had that noise? Holy, wait, there's still echo? It is the screen sharing with OBS. It's causing her voice to be picked up twice. Okay, one sec. My phone's almost dead. Hold on. Hey, look, it's me. Echo. Yeah. Once I switch to the internet. Ben? I put in my headphones and heard like a dungeon with dripping water. Did you do that? And then go swear on your life? What are the kids watching out there? I don't know that. Is there still an echo, guys? Is there still an echo? Testing. Yes, Ben, there's still an echo. Something said with OBS. If I'm... Oh, echo gone. Whatever you just did. Okay. Okay, bye. I'm legitimately weirded out by that. He says my kids are playing a Star Wars video game out there. It did not sound like Star Wars. It sounded like a cold, dark room with like trickling water. And then so I sound crazy. Okay, what the freak is Poop Express? Okay, so I do Coldplay Game of Thrones. Is this long? Okay, Coldplay's Game of Thrones, the musical, full 12-minute version. Will you guys be able to hear it? This one's got 1.8 thousand. Oh, I thought it was 1.8 million. Okay, it's obviously this one. Hold on, let me make sure this is the right one. This is not it? Okay, we're gonna do it. I'm scared. It's not gonna wreck Game of Thrones for me, right? It's not gonna make fun of it so much that it's gonna wreck it. Okay. Okay, ready, set.
As someone knows, welcome to the crazy, wacky world of...
Hold on. I don't know why it started so early. People, before watching this sketch, please take time to go to change lives in the USA and around the world. To donate to Red Nose Day. Okay, when did this come out, guys? We've been hearing the music again. Liam Neeson? Game of Thrones, the musical.
There are Starks and there are Lannisters and Kardashians and
Targaryens, idiot.
and
I think I called them Kardashians
and of course,
once.
there's some unknowns. Welcome to the crazy, wacky world of Game of Thrones.
Nice. I like it.
Who's the guy with the
In an
Coldplay guy?
exclusive Red Nose Day revelation, we've discovered that the British band Coldplay are secretly working on a musical of TV sensation Game of Thrones.
This is the best idea we've ever had. Boom, 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 ba ba da ba dum, boom. It's just been the most amazing creative outpouring.
Boom, trust me. Boom, 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 ba ba da ba boom, boom,
Wait,
boom.
how many poppadoms?
Bobadums.
The band have been longtime fans of the show.
Wait, this is a
Bearded
spoof,
drummer
right?
Will Champion actually took time off at one point to act in the famous Red Wedding episode.
Is that true? I can't tell
They've
if
gathered
this
in
is...
the Henson Recording Studio in Los Angeles to work up the 16 songs required for a full Broadway stage production.
Nice. Have you got any lyrics?
Yeah. Around the world, my heart had to roam.
Well, when I first heard about it, I was a little bit sceptical, but
Robert
now
Robin!
I'm completely convinced. It's a horrible idea.
Closer to home.
It's the worst idea I've ever heard.
A family tree.
One word that springs to mind when I'm thinking about this project is Titanic. But not in terms of the successful movie, in terms of the unsuccessful boat.
Finally, after months of writing and planning, Chris has invited along the entire cast of Game of Thrones to recruit them into the live Broadway show.
Fellas, how you doing? Yeah. I had a moment of inspiration, with a flash of genius. Get the whole cast to come in. Everyone thought it was a brilliant idea, so that's what's happening. It's a big day for us.
All the actors are gathering to hear the songs performed for the first time. Well, not all of them. More, two.
I was told Sean Bean was going to be here. He owes me a $5.
Well, no, I don't think there's quite as many of us as the band would have hoped, but still a very exciting day.
This is called Rastafarian Targaryen.
Very
Yeah, I'm a Rastafarian Targaryen. I got some dragons and they're pretty scary.
So, Chris, how do you think it's going?
Stunning, stunning. People are literally stunned.
And what if some of them
Wait.
can't sing?
I've never,
Well, the funny thing is, they can sing. Okay.
I've never seen Chris Martin, like...
Red Wedding.
Red wedding, lots of stabbing,
and a bit of beheading.
No. 2, 3, 4. Robert, snappy, come on.
No, sorry.
Oh. I'm sure he'll come back.
Well, with these things, it's always step by step. 50% of the cast seemed really into it, so I think we're onto something really special.
It's been a slightly disappointing day. But then,
Hey, Chris. I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, my God. Jon Snow. I knew you'd come.
I'd never let you down, man.
Oh, thank you, Jon Snow.
This kid.
Thank you, Jon Snow.
Right. What we got, man?
Right. More volume, please, more volume. Turn it up a bit.
it's day 2 of the workshop.
Still going strong.
And suddenly things take a turn for the better. With a phone call from Jon Snow and the offer of free food, a huge chunk of the cast have arrived.
Oh my gosh, this is brilliant. Hi, Theon. Don't make that face. Look at him.
Good to see you, man. Love your shirt, mate. Love your shirt. You look great.
It's been a very emotional morning.
Great, right? Amazing.
I'll have the nuggets, please.
Cool, yeah, there's one left.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, I sense this choice will not end well for you. I would suggest the drumsticks.
Oh, right, well, drumsticks it is then, apparently.
He's the same.
Cheers.
I'll have the nuggets, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wildland, you make my heart sing. You pull your bowstring and shoot me.
Gosh.
Wildland.
That's me. That's me.
I think I love you, but I want to know for sure. I want to take you into that cave and kiss you, baby, down there. 'Cause I've never done it before. Yeah!
I'm not okay.
Wildland.
She's so cute. He's making
Wildland.
Really good. Just one tiny thing. On the lings, just be careful going a little bit flat, so.
No, it wasn't. You know, nothing Chris Martin.
A wink.
If there's one thing Theon might have taught you,
One thing I've taught you.
is once I've got you,
Once I've got
it will be torture.
Old wounds are healed as new songs are revealed.
I'm a real bastard.
He's a bit of a bastard.
A little more me.
A little more me.
Anyone you ever see.
Anyone you've ever seen.
I don't know what song this is. Like, I don't know what
Okay,
song they're
so
spoofing.
Red Wedding. We're all passionate about this
Where's
one,
Rob?
as you know. It starts very serious. You don't mess around with Walter Fred. Don't mess around with You don't mess around with Walter Fred.
Every style in the musical canon is captured in one day of blazing glory.
Hey, beautiful.
Nice.
If you're here for the wedding of Robbie Stark, keep the car running, there's no need to park. He's not going to make it through the night. Keep that wedding cake in the fridge. He didn't pay me back for using the bridge. I'm afraid this wedding won't be white. Everybody. Red wedding, lots of stabbing, a bit of beheading. The rains of Castamere are here to stay. Red wedding, dead wedding, head shredding, bloodshed wedding. There will be no wedding bedding. Hey, you don't mess around with Walter Free. Bang, curtains, Tony Award. Great.
Tony Award.
News of the success of the workshop spreads like wildfire. Suddenly, everyone is in.
Do you know what? I've never been prouder to be in anything. I always knew it was going to be a triumph. George R. Martin meets Chris Martin. What could go wrong?
Show me her.
Game of what now? Call me the nearest Targaryen when you wanna reach me. And if you feel the love, then you can call me Khaleesi. Got so many names. I'm Queen of the Andals, Queen of the Marine. Yeah, you can kiss me sandals.
This is healing me a little bit,
I know
guys.
it's like a musical, but I can also hear it like I can hear it in the radio. I can hear it everywhere. Like this is it's a hit.
It's a big song.
Jeez.
Raw emotion pours out from every corner of the globe.
Are you thinking about Joffrey? Such a spirited lad. I was his uncle. I was also his dad.
It's the first romantic ballad about incest in Coldplay's
Oh my
career.
gosh, it's the first ballad about incest.
Now I'm looking for something a little closer to home. Closer to home. Closer to home. A family tree with a branch of our own.
family truth
The
of Bran
greatest
to our
rock
own.
opera of all time is coming together.
Still going strong.
He's still going strong.
Yeah, yeah.
He's still going strong.
Remember Ned Stark, he was a lot of fun, but he didn't make it past season 1. Some people's parts just ain't very long, but not me. I'm still going strong.
He's still going strong.
I can't believe it. It's a dream come true. Everything is coming together.
This is
Everyone's
so
on board. We just
good.
need George R.R. Martin's permission, and then we're off. He's gonna go absolutely crazy.
And Chris was right. George R.R. Martin did go absolutely crazy.
It's a setback. But a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Change some words around. I've got plenty of other brilliant ideas. Boom, 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 ba ba da ba dum, boom, 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 ba ba da ba boom, boom, boom.
Bacon on ice.
That's not bad, actually. Well, I better get my skates on then.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
If you enjoyed that at all, and you feel like making a donation at rednoseday.org and you're in the US, that would be ever so wonderful. Good day.
He's so cute. Why do I like him so much? I wanted to see more of Chris Martin. I only know like 2 songs. Guys, that was so good. Okay, what else do I need to watch? I thought I wouldn't like seeing the cast outside of Game of Thrones universe because it would like ruin it for me a bit, but I was wrong. I really liked that. Okay, wait. Oh, now I want to go back and look at all the comments. I was too busy watching. Okay. Has the Jon Snow Seth Meyers clip been on? No, I haven't watched that one. Do I need to watch that? There Will Be Torture is my favorite. Oh, you don't mess around with Walder Frey. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. Okay, Game of Thrones cat. Jon Snow dinner party. Is that like SNL? Table read? The final table read? Oh, do they hate it? Do kids audition for Game of Thrones? Okay. I don't know what to do first. Okay, let's see. Should I watch the Seth Meyers Jon Snow thing? What? Should I watch more Jon Snow? It's weird. Okay, if you guys want to make me. Seth brings Jon Snow to it. Okay, it's the same. Jon Snow dinner party and Seth Meyers. Okay. Here we go. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Thank you all so much for coming over.
Of course, this is so nice.
You know, I actually walked here all the way from Brooklyn because it's so beautiful today.
Oh, yeah, New York is gorgeous in the spring.
Spring is officially sprung.
Winter is coming.
Who's your new friend again, Seth?
This is John, and John actually think winter's over and we're headed into spring now.
Winter is coming.
Okay.
The snow will fall 100 feet deep. The ice wind will howl out the north, and the sun hides its face for years, and little children will all be born and die in the darkness.
Well, much for global warming, huh?
You won't be laughing when the White Walkers rip you limb from limb, and packs of pale spiders as big as hounds feast on your remains.
Reaches for a roll.
So how does everybody like the wine?
Oh, it's great. Where's it from?
It's from a place in Napa called Schramsberg Valley.
You know, my mom is actually from Napa.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I never knew my mother.
Sorry to hear that, John.
I'm a bastard.
Okay, but you don't have to call yourself that, though.
I'm the bastard son of Lord Eddard Stark of Winterfell, head of the Stark family, warden of the North.
How does he keep a straight face?
Well,
Look at his
he
skin.
sounds like an impressive guy. Do you and your father keep in touch?
His head was chopped off.
You're always
His head.
talking about how you don't have any friends, and this is why.
I'm just making small talk.
No, none of that is small talk. Small talk is, what do you do for a living? Do you have any siblings?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
So, lots. Do you have any siblings?
One brother lives in Cleveland. You?
My brother was stabbed to death at his own wedding. My bad. My bad. I knew it as soon as I said it. Okay.
Are you still in Brooklyn, Michelle?
I want to see
No,
him
I am.
smile.
I moved to the
though.
city.
We just moved to the city too, and let me tell you, it was the right decision.
The wall.
What's that, John?
That's where I live. It's 400 leagues north of King's Landing.
So, like Staten Island?
Oh, it's no island, sir. It's a cold, dark place, 700 feet high and 300 miles wide, made of nothing but pure ice, with conditions so harsh and cold it'll make your little prick fall off. The Brussels sprouts are amazing.
Almost
What's
a smile.
pancetta?
It is.
Seth, where did
The
you two
furs.
say you met again?
CrossFit.
The high intensity interval training keeps me in shape for fighting wildlings, while the increased muscle mass helps me defend the Seven Kingdoms against 55-foot giants.
And I just
defending
you
the
don't want to
realms
look good
of
for
men.
TV.
I like your friend, Seth. He's so interesting.
Your red hair reminds me of my first love, Egret.
Ooh, Egret. Tell me about Egret.
She shot me with 3 arrows in the chest and then a child murdered her in cold blood. Was it the child murder stuff?
Yes.
I'd like to apologise for the way I've been acting. Work has been very stressful.
Why?
It's a complicated story.
We've got time.
Okay. Well, it all started when Robert Baratheon, King of the Seven Kingdoms, was the vacancy for the throne. So,
This is an actual dream. That's Joffrey. This shit. This is like in Frozen 2 where Olaf is telling the story.
Wow.
That should be a series of books.
nah, I think it'd make a better TV show.
So, wait, who do you think your mother really is?
Well, I thought about it a lot, and I'm 100% certain.
Let's play charades.
Yeah!
Direwolf. Three-eyed raven. Incest.
Time.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
What was it then?
You Got Mail.
I love that movie.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
That was cute. Okay, let's do one more. Search for YouTube. Search YouTube for Game of Thrones hotline for confused fans. Oh, that's real. George R. Martin meeting Shay is an enjoyable watch. Oh, must watch while Seth Meyers brings Jon Snow to dinner. Oh, is that what he just watched? Final table read, guys. Should I? Will it make me sad? Pitch meeting, Game of Thrones. Oh, there's so many. Okay. Uh-oh. It's over? What happened? Hold on. If I go back to main cam, will it work?
It's back live.
It's back live? I'm live? Oh, okay.
Okay. You probably won't be able to watch more though.
One more?
You can try.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, I'm back. Don't watch NBC videos. Okay, that's a good idea. Okay, do I read the, wait, what were the suggestions? Something about a cat and pitch meeting, Game of Thrones. Should we do that one? Okay, maybe I'll try not to go full screen. Oh, are these... Which one? This one, Game of Thrones Season 8 pitch meeting, or Game of Thrones pitch meeting? The first or second? This one's only 5 minutes. Maybe I should watch that one. Okay, everyone's saying bad lip reading. Okay, hold on. Let's just try this.
Family who rule this place called Winterfell. So you have a TV show for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's called Game of Thrones, and it's based off a book series called A Song of Ice and Fire. Oh, what's that about? Well, it's a fantasy show, so there's magic and sword fighting and kings and queens. Exciting. And brother-sister incest. What? So anyway, we're gonna follow this guy Ned Stark and his family who rule this place called Winterfell. Oh, Ned sounds like a great protagonist. Oh yeah, Ned Stark is great, so he's gonna get decapitated. Oh my god. Yeah, so he dies, cause his head's gone. Wow, so we're gonna follow his family after that? Well, his son Robb is gonna become king. Right, that makes sense, so at least we'll have another protagonist to fall back on. And then Robb's gonna die too. Oh, he is. Yeah, and then there's his mom, Catelyn. Uh-huh. And so she is gonna die at the same time as Robb. Oh, please stop doing this. Well, killing off main characters is kinda gonna be our thing, and people are gonna enjoy that. Yeah, it's gonna keep them watching to see if their favorite characters live or not. Wow. Spoiler alert, they are not. This show sounds like a major bummer. Oh yeah, major bummer. Do the characters ever take a break from the horrible stuff? Maybe have a party or something? Yeah, actually, there's gonna be a wedding. Oh, weddings are tight. I love weddings. Yeah, so the wedding's gonna be when Robb and Catelyn get brutally murdered. Why are you like this? Sorry, I have no choice. This is how the author wrote it. He just kills off main characters left and right. Correct. Is that gonna be less and less shocking every time we do it? I don't know. Fair enough. Anyway, so one really important character is this guy named Jon Snow. Oh, what's his deal? He has this thing where he gets saved by other people in almost every situation. Wow. And also, he has this girlfriend named Ygritte. Oh yeah, what's she like? She's a lot of fun. She keeps telling him that he knows knows nothing. Oh, my wife does the exact same thing to me. Does she scream it at him at the top of her lungs? No, she just says it in a normal speaking voice. Oh, okay, so not exactly the same thing then. Yeah, and also she dies. Oh my god, sorry. I'm guessing Jon Snow is gonna die too? He is. No surprise there. But he's gonna be brought back to life. Wait, what? Yeah, Jon Snow gets saved from everything, even death. How come this guy's so lucky? Well, eventually we're gonna start running out of main characters in later seasons, so they're all gonna develop some pretty thick plot armor. What do you mean? Well, things that would have had serious and permanent consequences in earlier seasons are gonna have like no consequences at all. Is that still gonna be exciting to watch? Maybe. So what actually happens in the show? Well, there's gonna be a whole lot of people slowly traveling around. Okay. And people standing around and talking about who should be king or queen. Right. And people talking about the past. I'll be honest, that doesn't sound super interesting. Well, we're gonna show a lot of boobs. Oh, people love boobs. They do. There's also gonna be some graphic violence sprinkled in there. How graphic are we talking? Like a guy knocking another guy's teeth out and then sticking his thumbs in his eyes and pressing down so hard that his head explodes. Oh, you okay? Yeah, I'm just actively trying not to throw up. I find it helps to just swallow it. Okay then, so any other characters I should know about? Well, there's Daenerys Targaryen. Oh, what's her deal? She's gonna spend multiple seasons getting an army and growing some dragons. Sounds exciting. Somehow it rarely will be. A lot of talking and traveling. A lot of talking and traveling. Wow. And her and Jon Snow are gonna fall in love and hook up. Oh, that's fun. It's important to have a nice love story. And he's technically her nephew. Oh, some more incest. Okay then. Yeah, incest and boobs and violence. So what else happens in the show? Well, there's an army of zombies slowly marching down from the north that are gonna kill everyone. If there's an apocalyptic event on the way, why should we care about political squabbles? I don't know. Like if House of Cards kept cutting away to a giant meteor headed towards Earth, you'd care a lot less about who the next president's gonna be. Well, I mean, they're gonna deal with the zombies eventually. It's just gonna take super long for that to happen. All right, so how's the show gonna end? I don't know. Well, how do the books end? I don't know. What? The books aren't all out yet. Oh, they're not. Yeah, no, the author's really taking his time with them. Well, it's gonna be hard to keep the show going once we're past the available source material. Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, get real crazy with it. Oh, you are? Yeah, the characters are gonna stop acting like themselves and start doing dumb stuff just to get to some crazy set pieces I have in mind. Are people gonna be okay with that? Yeah, I figure by the later seasons, people are gonna care about the characters so much that I can make them do whatever I want. What kind of crazy stuff did you have in mind? Well, like I want the king of the zombies to get his hands on a fire dragon and turn it into an ice dragon. Yeah, okay, that does sound crazy. Yeah, so to get there, I'm gonna have the characters hatch up a plan to go steal one of the zombies. Why would they do that? Because they want to convince this lady Cersei that zombies are real so she'll help them fight. Sounds like a pretty horrible plan. Yeah, so that obviously doesn't go well. So what happens? Well, then people are gonna basically teleport around and Dragon Lady's gonna come save them with her dragons. And then the zombie king guy is gonna get one. Yeah, he's gonna kill it and it's gonna sink to the bottom of a lake and then he's gonna pull it out with some chains. Wait, the zombies can dive to the bottom of a lake and attach chains to a dragon? Now they can, even though we've established that they can't swim. And where did they get the chains? I don't know. I told you, I'm just gonna get crazy with it. Yeah, definitely sounds that way. Yeah, we'll just do whatever we want. Maybe we'll have Ed Sheeran show up. The singer? Sounds pretty random. Oh yeah, it'll be completely random. Wow. So what do you think? Well, it sounds pretty intense. You think people are gonna like it? Oh yeah, I think it'll get some real great numbers for HBO. Well, great. If people have to subscribe to HBO to watch it, I'm all for it.
Oh, that scared me.
Hey guys, Brian here. Thanks for watching that pitch meeting. Let me know in the comment section if there are other movies and TV shows you'd like to see these pitches for. We also have a
I get it. I get some of the criticisms, but it's still like, I feel like I still need to defend it. It still hurts my feelings a little bit when they're mean to it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, uno mas. Let's do the lip reading because these are kind of fun. I'm just 15 years late to all this stuff, guys. There's gonna be a lot of these, I bet. Let's see, bad lip reading. 29 million views. Which one should I do? The 29 million view one? Top. All right, here we go. So loud. Okay, hold on.
Okay, people, we got 1 week until the park opens, all right? So let's run through it all again. This time, please, don't forget your accents.
Get off my case. It's hot in this get up, you child.
Wait a second.
I've got 7 days to get this place ready. And if I don't make it work, I'm right back to the finger.
Are these actual scenes?
My junk is numb.
Oh my gosh.
I bit my tongue. Someone get the Filipino employee back on that horse.
They all look so
It's
different.
become the best medieval theme park in the world. The only problem is that a lot of the employees here work about as hard as a bucket of apples.
Bobby B.
It's beer and a ton of powdered donuts. 'Cause it's powerful, yeah! Powdered sugar!
I like to get freaky. Get what I mean?
Why is that? Why his voice
Don't look at
actually
me.
sounds?
Bet your crack one out with your face.
Whoa, Sansa looks so different. I forgot.
I hate that kid.
Me too.
Who threw these poops on me?
Listen, son. I give you 4 cents each for them vanilla wafers.
You can eat sand, young man. I mean, this guy's really ridiculous. Ow!
Uh-oh. Hey, girl, how you been? Face lick.
Oh.
Girl, you taste real good. You a fan of the Pikachu? Ooh, she definitely gets a huzzah.
Huzzah!
Last night, we met this cool guy, and he was black. And then we went to the Firebug's house. I was so good. The Beth over drinks.
Is that right?
Totally. I mean, she doesn't just...
Why did they just get a girl to do it?
But I eat shrimps. You got the dope?
Yeah, for shiz. Hey, man, hey, listen. Man, I don't know if I'm able to talk to you if you got a stink booty.
Kind sir, I'm the evil stud muffin.
Oh, really?
You bet. I got girls in my dreams. How do you feel about people who go Hadouken? Hey, let's dance to music.
He kind of sounds like that in my head too.
I've always wanted to work at a Renaissance fair, Mr. Eddie.
Dang it, Petey, don't ever call it a Renaissance fair, all right?
Do you trust toothpaste?
Yeah, I think it's all right.
Go have your butt checked.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
no thanks.
Psych.
I bet that you were a vaguely hot woman back in your day. You been
I kind of
busy?
miss Jamie's hair like that.
On a gravity belt. Hey, Jimmy, how's it going, all right?
Today, I had a cheesesteak. Then I got a Walkman.
Like a fancy Walkman?
How do they do it? They don't change their mouths. They just find words that look like the same words.
That's Aztec for lazy farmer. I looked on Wikipedia. Cool stuff. Now I'm gonna touch you.
Why don't I remember them talking to each other, Jamie and John?
Because, you know, I groove to Kanye's new stuff. Look, Petey, I just want to comfort you. A nice
Wait a
massage
second.
and everything, okay?
No, thank you. I don't. I mean, I just don't.
Zuba, 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 zuba. That's what it sounds like you're saying right now.
Darth Vader is bad, and his assistant is a mouse. And he used the Force to fix all his cats.
You can't hear it?
He did.
In the basement, I hid some tube socks. And that was just crazy. Who hides dumb tube socks? Old Viking
Turn it up.
Tell me how you found the kitten meat.
What does that mean?
The kitten meat I put in my burgers everybody just ate?
What?
What? They're just baby cats. Jeez.
Can you hear it
Oh,
now?
did that just happen?
I'm not feeling good.
Because we should have not eaten kitten meat.
Poor baby. You need a song. Little bunny bunny. You're so pretty and cute and you're precious to me.
It's not doing much good.
You dress ratchet.
You're so mean. You're so mean.
Well, you're a big toot.
Well, you jerk. At least I never kissed Johnny Schatzman.
He was a Capricorn.
Your dog is ooey and it stinks. Oh, come on.
Now I ask you a question. You think they should make iPhones for babies? Because I do.
Tell me how I'm gonna make this work now. Everything around me wants to keep on rolling me down.
A hot dog stand's got no ketchup.
Oh,
Come on,
jazz hand. We should start with the... Okay, that's it. Nope.
Oh my god. Look at his. Oh, okay, that was pretty good. I've seen a couple of those before, but you dress ratchet. That was gross. The R plus L equals J. Oh. Okay, if we must. Last one for real. I gotta go put my kids to bed. I remember people saying should watch that after the thing. 5.5, 1.8. Okay, must be this one. You ready? Here we go.
R plus L equals J is a fan theory regarding George R.R. Martin's Song of Ice and Fire, the basis of HBO's Game of Thrones. It's one of the best supported and most widely believed fan theories. The idea is that Jon Snow is not the bastard son of Eddard Stark and an unknown woman, as Jon and most of Westeros believes, but is actually the son of Ned's sister, Lyanna Stark, and Rhaegar Targaryen. So, for a bit of context, Prince Rhaegar Targaryen was the son of the Mad King, Aerys Targaryen, who was overthrown in Robert Baratheon's rebellion, the war that made Robert king.
Right.
Lyanna is kind of the Helen of Troy of Westeros, because Robert's rebellion started when Lyanna, who at the time was betrothed to Robert, was abducted by, or more likely ran away with, Prince Rhaegar, who was already married to Elia Martell. Rhaegar spent the start of the war in the Tower of Joy in Dorne with Lyanna before going off to battle and to his doom in the form of Robert's hammer. So after the war was over, Ned and 6 others headed to the tower to find Lyanna, where they were confronted by 3 of the dead king's guard. When the fight was over, the 2 survivors, Ned and his friend Howland Reed, went up the tower to find Lyanna Stark in a bed of blood. There, Lyanna got Ned to make her a promise before she died. So, R plus L equals J suggests that Lyanna's bed of blood is one of childbirth, the baby is Rhaegar and Lyanna's, and that Ned's promise to Lyanna is to pretend that the child is his, in order to protect the child from Robert, who would see the son of the Targaryen prince as a threat and likely have him killed, just as he had Rhaegar's wife and other children killed. In any case, Ned then comes back from the war with a baby, Jon, who until his death he raises as his own son in Winterfell. So that's the theory. What's the evidence that makes it more plausible than the alternative, that Jon really is Ned's bastard? Firstly, it seems very out of character for Ned Stark, a painfully honourable person, to have fathered a bastard. In Ned's own words, to have fathered Jon was to dishonour himself and to dishonour Catelyn in the sight of gods and men. Ned isn't like Robert, who would swear undying love and forget them before evenfall. Ned keeps his...
I mean, I was pretty into it. That was confusing as crap, though. Which one? That one has 5.5 million views. Is it any of those? Frick. Okay. This one, maybe? No, it's gotta have millions of views. Second one. This one? 8 minutes?
That's my grandfather, Lord Rickard. He was burned alive.
Yes? Before I start it? For real, for real? One that says supporting. Okay. This is it. Okay.
By the Mad King Aerys. That's Lyanna, my father's sister.
So this came out before...
King Robert was supposed to marry her, but Rhaegar Targaryen kidnapped her.
The last time I was in the capital was many years ago. Another wedding.
It was
my sister
confirmed.
Elia and Rhaegar Targaryen, the last dragon. My sister loved him, and beautiful, noble Rhaegar Targaryen left her for another woman. That started a war, and the war ended right here.
Your Aunt Lyanna, Lord Went held a great tourney at Harrenhal. The last two riders were Barristan Selmy and Rhaegar Targaryen. When Rhaegar won, he rode right past his wife, and he lay a crown of winter roses in Lyanna's lap. And all the smiles died. I've never seen so many people so quiet.
Robert started a war to win her back. He killed Rhaegar, but she died anyway.
Did you have to bury her in a place like this? She should be on a hill somewhere with the sun and the clouds above her.
She was my sister. This is where she belongs.
She belonged with me.
She didn't love
In
Robert.
my dreams, I kill him every night.
It's done, Your Grace. Targaryens are gone.
Do you know what happened to the Targaryen children when the Mad King fell?
They were butchered in the sleep.
Who gave you the order? Say her name! You raped her! You murdered her! You killed her children!
When I heard they had killed my brother's son, and his poor son, and the children.
Aemon Targaryen.
Aerys Targaryen has wed some Dothraki horse lord. What of it?
I'll kill every Targaryen I get my hands on.
You can't get your hands on this one, can you?
For 20 years, the Spider oversaw the campaign to find and kill me.
I want him dead. Mother and child, both.
You'll dishonor yourself forever if you do this.
Honor? I've got 7 kingdoms to rule!
And we're no better than the Mad
Wow,
King.
Careful now.
I'm liking going back and seeing
I will
this
have no
older
part in
stuff
You'll
again.
do as I command,
Now
or
that
I'll
I
find
know.
me a hand who will.
Go as far away as you can. As many men as you can. Because wherever you go, Robert's wrath will follow you.
How many tens of thousands had to die because Rhaegar chose your aunt?
Yes, he chose her. And then he kidnapped her and raped her.
No, he didn't.
When your brother Rhaegar led his army into Battle of the Trident, men died for him because they believed in him, because they loved him.
Rhaegar fought valiantly. Rhaegar fought nobly. And Rhaegar died.
Did you know him well, Sir Barristan?
I did, Your Grace. Finest man I ever met.
He liked to walk among the people. He liked to sing to them.
He sang to them.
Viserys never told you.
He told me Rhaegar was good at killing people.
Rhaegar never liked killing. He loved singing.
17 years
I wish we
ago,
could have
you
seen
rode
Rhaegar's
off with
face.
Robert Baratheon. You came back a year later with another woman's son.
Find you at the feast?
Lady Stark thought it might insult the royal family to see the bastard in their midst.
I want you to leave.
I never met my mother. My father wouldn't even tell me her name. I don't know if she's living or dead.
Your bastard's mother. You never told me what she looked like.
No, will I?
You hated that boy, didn't you? How could you not hate him? The walking, talking reminder that the Honorable
Was
Lord Eddard Stark fucked another woman.
You think highly of this boy.
Good.
Lord Commander of the Night's Watch.
A bastard by some tavern slut.
Perhaps, but that wasn't Ned Stark's way.
Must have been a rare wench to make Lord Eddard Stark forget his honor.
What is honor compared to a woman's love? And what is duty against the feel of a newborn son in your arms?
You are a Stark. You might not have my name. You have my blood.
Oh,
Is my mother alive?
I wish we could go back to that.
Does she know about me, where I am, where I'm going?
The next time we see each other, we'll talk about your mother. I promise.
So,
House
Okay,
Targaryen
quick
is
question.
gone. Not a single person who shares your blood is alive to support you.
A Targaryen alone in the world.
did Ned? No.
It's a terrible thing.
technically Jon was heir to the throne?
Mr. Raymond. Sansa came to court this morning to plead for your life.
You think my life is some precious thing to me? That I would trade my honor for a few more years of woe?
What of your daughter's life, my lord?
Well, we all do our duty when there's no cost to it. Honor comes easily then.
I love Master Aemon.
Sooner or later, in every man's life, there comes a day when it is not easy. A day when he must choose.
I am Eddard Stark. I come before you to confess my treason.
If the day should ever come when your Lord Father was forced to choose between honor on the one hand and those he loves on the other, what would he do?
He would do whatever was right, no matter what.
Most of us are not so strong.
Oh, I can't watch this again. No.
When my husband brought that baby home from the war, I couldn't bear to look at him. So I prayed to the gods. Take him away. Make him die. He got the pox. And I knew I was the worst woman who ever lived. So I prayed to all 7 gods. Let the boy live. Let him live. And I'll love him. I'll be a mother to him. And he lived. And I couldn't keep my promise. And everything that's happened since then.
How could you not love him? He was just a baby.
This horror that's come to my family. It's all because I couldn't love a motherless child.
Sorry, because some of you have probably heard the story before, but we had a very long lunch with George where we told him what we wanted to do with the adaptation. And we had a 3-hour talk. At the very end of it, George said, okay, who is Jon Snow's real mother? And there was a very long pause, and I looked at Dan, and Dan looked at me, and we threw out a guess. And he kind of nodded, and then he let us take the show.
It was kind of fun to go back and see those scenes from season 1. Oh, wow. He did. That's why he kept it a secret. He wanted to wait until he said his night watch vows. Because if he took his night watch vows, he wouldn't be heir to the throne anymore? He couldn't take the throne? You think if Ned told Robert, Robert would have Jon killed? Wow. His sister told him Jon Snow's real name was Aegon Targaryen. Well, yeah, I guess if Jon was heir, that means Robert isn't the rightful king. But he didn't even like being king that much, did he? I shall take no wife, hold no lands, father no children. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Oh. I want to know when Tyrion knew about Jaime and Cersei. I wondered that too, kind of throughout the whole series. Robert tried to have Dany killed. He would. Yeah, you're right. Robert really loved Lyanna, but Lyanna didn't love him. He didn't like ruling, he likes being king. True. Luke, please consider watching Project Hail Mary starring Ryan Gosling if you haven't read. Yeah, you probably missed it earlier, but I said I did watch it with my son, who we read it together. And it was so well done. I would have changed a few tiny little tweaks, but I read the book so close to the movie, so you know when you do that and you're always like, why'd they change that? But it was so good as far as book adaptations go. Whoa, why did I just get so dizzy? Okay. See, this whole story is about everybody fighting for the throne, thinking they're the rightful heir. So why does it matter that Jon killed Daenerys? I think it only matters because of the Unsullied and the Dothrakis and the people that were loyal to her, not necessarily the rightful order, right? IDK. Okay, guys. I better head off, but if you're on Patreon, this month on Extra Butter, we'll do a live and chat more, if you guys want. And okay, so still coming King Kong to Patreon, and then next week will be the Pick a Flick winner, which was, why am I blinking? I was excited about it. Oh, Thunderbolt and Lightning. Very, very frightening. And Andor. And what was it? I can't remember. We'll see. It's a surprise. Okay. And then, well, yeah. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Oh, wait, Ski Golfer said Gemma Whalen Yara Greyjoy was an successful British cop drama, but I could see her as a cop. And Prime in 2024. It's a short series, only 11 episodes over 3 seasons. Oh, wow. That is a really short series. It's like almost a mini series. And Silva for 92 says, I've enjoyed this so much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. This was really fun. It was really fun to finally talk about it. And I could literally talk all night about it. I wish we could go and watch a recap of season 1 and then talk all about season 1 and then watch a recap of season 2, watch all about season 2, talk all about season 2. But this just goes to show how good it was and how fun it is to talk about and how people literally have thoughts and forums and podcasts and everything about it, because it really was so good. It's such a fun world. Okay, guys, love you all so much. I'll see you soon, and good night. Do 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 do. Woo. Do, 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 do. Is it still going? I don't know how to turn it off every time.